Okay, somebody lied to you. Okay, there's somebody connected into you, an ex from your past that promised to change. They promised not to repeat a certain type of behaviour, but they couldn't help themselves. Okay, they pressed the button. You know, oops, I did it again. But they are going to get their karma, because their energy at the moment, they are anxious, they are not sleeping, okay? And wherever they went, whatever they did again, they fell for the red flags, okay? There's a situation they are in that massively, massively toxic, okay? But they lied. But they're going to get the karma, okay? They're going to get the karma. I'm hearing the word almost dissing you, okay? Putting you down, making you feel small, trashing on you, talking bad on you, okay? Talking bad about you, making out that you were the villain in this story, to make themselves shiny, almost like a Teflon pan, you know. They don't ever want anything to stick to them, all right? But specifically, they lied. They did promise you that they wouldn't do it again. But it's almost like they're just a compulsive liar. They've really got a strong energy of one lie leads to another lie, which leads to another lie. Give me one card on that before we go any further. Yes, there's a lot of people up against them now, okay? There's a lot of people that are turning on your ex or are going to turn on your ex. Your ex is not prepared for this, okay? And it's going to cause them a great deal of anxiety, because the lies and the deceit and the bullshit I'm hearing is finally catching up with this person, okay? Finally catching up. Your ex always took the high road, didn't they? They always wanted to be in control, always made out they were better than other people, that they were some, I don't know, I'm getting a really mucky toxic energy today, like they were a superior being almost. And you knew that their empathy was fake, okay? Well, there's other people starting to see this, and you just sit back. I'm hearing you just sit back, because karma is coming like a runaway train for this person, okay? They cause drama. I feel your ex causes drama, and then they stand back, well, quite rightly so, drove you maybe a little crazy, and then say to people, oh look, they're crazy. Don't worry, it's coming, so we're going to find out. I'm just going to shuffle this, okay? And I'm going, by the end of this reading, we're going to see what's going on, okay? What's actually going on? What are they up to? And how's this all going to end? But I am hearing for you, before we go any further, just sit back. Sit back almost and watch the show. Okay, so let me give these a shuffle. Oh, 7 of Wands, there's 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, there's a surprise. Just while I'm shuffling though, thanks for being here. Thanks for all your support, all your comments. Please leave your comments, I do read all of them. And I send you such a big hug, especially if this is you. I will say I think you're best out of it. Okay, you're protected, somebody's got you out of the way. As painful and as horrible as it is, and at the time it really doesn't feel like a blessing, does it? But your higher self has moved you out of the way of this. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. Links are below in the description box. Okay, and go check out the $1 reading. That's a special for a limited time. Okay, let's have a look at your person. I feel the message today, and I will repeat it, is you are best out of the way here, okay? Because this castle built on lies, deceit and quicksand is collapsing, and there's going to be fallout from it. Okay, there's going to be fallout. Your ex is going to be challenged by a group of people. Okay, a group of people, and they're going to argue back. They're going to argue back. They're going to push back, but no one's going to believe them. I'm guessing the Emperor has no clothes on energy. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go deeper. Whoa. Three of Swords and the Five of Swords in your ex's energy. There you go. Okay, Strength came out first. So for me today, in this energy that I'm hearing, the Strength card is all about people who were, people who appeared to care about your ex, or to be there for your ex, or to almost humour your ex, and who were sucked in by your ex's promises and lies, are now starting to see the truth. Okay, they are very disappointed in something in your ex's behaviour. There's a lot of unhappiness, a lot of upset, and a lot of discord. Okay, which is resulting in the Five of Swords energy. Your ex is going to be defeated. They are not going to win whatever arguments they're having. Okay, their lies are catching up with them. There's people, this is their environment, there's people in their environment who have their own agenda. There's people who are sick and tired of their bullying and their deception. Your ex has a dual personality. They can come across as very placid, but they're a bully deep down. Okay, they're a bully, but they just lie. Okay, now the people around them, or whoever's around them, like I said, is sick and tired of this energy. Now, met their match in some shape or form is coming to mind here, but your ex can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. Okay, so there's going to be heartbreak in your ex's energy with the Three of Swords and the Three and the Five of Swords. Okay, and they're going to be trapped in a situation they can't get out of, and the boot is on the other foot. They're going to be the subject now of the anger, of feeling trapped, of the gossip. Okay, I don't like this energy around your this past person. I do feel they were a bully, and I feel that they always made out that they'd done nothing wrong. Okay, I think in public they made out that they were like a lamb, like they were really gentle and soft, and you know, like a cuddly toy. But then as soon as you take the cuddly toy inside, the outfit falls off and it's really the devil. That's what I'm getting. Okay, they come across, your ex comes across as strong, capable, brave, confident, but all the time you were together, you were having to maintain. Oh God, you must have been exhausted. That's what I'm hearing. You must have been absolutely exhausted, trying to maintain and keep a lid on things, because they're volatile. Okay, they're volatile. So yeah, karma. Yes. Okay. They took an offer. All right. Doing it again. Oops. Compulsion. Bad decision. They took an offer with the Ace of Pentacles. Something was offered to them. Something, you know, on a plate. Oh, well, I'll do this. Okay. They lied to you. Okay. There was somebody who made them an offer. But now they're in the Eight of Swords energy. which I was actually getting, because I was looking at the 5 and the 3, and I was seeing the 8, but in the swords. So they are trapped. They are trapped. They are going to, with this 7 of wands that came out earlier, and this 8 of swords, they're going to be backed into a corner. Okay, powerless, silenced. Sit back and watch the show. I know it sounds horrible, doesn't it? But I can't word it any other way today. I just feel this person's energy is bad news. Okay? I just think they're really, really fake. Really, really fake. There's going to be a punishment for them. Okay? But a lot of anxiety surrounding them. They really did fall for the red flag. The offer that was made was that energy of, oh, it's too good to be true, and it was too good to be true. Okay, how do other people feel about your ex at the moment? Page of Swords in reverse. That's how they see your ex, not you, other people that are around them. Okay. In particular, it could be a younger person who sees your ex as this. Okay, but they see them as very malicious. But the main thing is they see them as very hypocritical. Very hypocritical. Do as I say, not as I do. And they present a very strong, capable persona. Very calm, very, you can tell me anything, you can rely on me. But it was you that was the one that could be relied on. Okay? Or somebody else, a specific person, could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, is now seeing this about your person. Okay? And they're very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. Okay? There's just a lot of conflict. I wouldn't want to be in that environment. Not with the 5 of Swords is one of my least favourite cards. It's brutal. It is brutal. There's no love lost. There's no decency. There's no empathy in that energy. Okay? And your ex is now being revealed to be someone who is not concerned with the feeling of others. And that is how you were treated. It is karma. It is karma. You know, karma's, it's a strange thing. You know, everyone's got maybe a different thing of how to describe it. But all I can say, and I can only ever speak from myself, you know, we should always listen to things, but always go with your own truth. Always. That's really important. Don't get led by other people's truth. But for me, in my lifetime, and I'm old, karma is where eventually it catches up in some shape or form. Sit back. Don't get dragged back into this. Okay? Don't get dragged back into this, I'm hearing. No, because you're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. You could have been married to this person or lived with them or in a civil partnership. Okay? Just concentrate. Be the Queen of Pentacles. Concentrate on your own stability, your own abundance. Okay? And your own family, your own nest. The Pentacles is physical. Okay? It tells me that you were definitely the one that stabilised this. You were the one that was concerned for protecting family, for protecting other people's welfare. You know, you're very stable. You were the one that was probably managing the finances. You were the one. Okay, I feel they were the one going out through the front door, pretending to be God's gift to everything that has ever walked the earth. But you were the one in the boiler room. Okay. You're being asked to protect that. Don't get dragged back into this. And for those of you who watch me regularly, you know I'll always say yes, they're a soulmate, or I'm just really not feeling it today. Okay. You might have in the past been the one who had to bail this person out financially. Okay, they could have lived beyond their means, or all their ideas were just a flash in the pan, but nothing ever really got off the ground, but you invested into it. Now, if it wasn't money, you invested your time by maintaining the, let's call it the home, okay, by maintaining, keeping things level while they caused havoc. I just heard the words caused havoc, okay. Look after yourself, protect yourself. It's okay to be selfish, all right? It's not selfish to be selfish. This selfish is, that's your ex's energy, that was selfish, but by you saying no, you're absolutely a sovereign being, okay? Keep those boundaries strong, all right? Keep those boundaries strong. What else is going on with this ex, please? Oh, wolf in sheep's clothing. There we go. That's that, when I was saying they were like a, what was it, a teddy bear or a cuddly toy. Yeah, cuddly toy until you get them through the door, and then it's like the devil. There they are. Yeah, just run to the hills. What's that song? Iron Maiden, I think it was. Let me know. Yeah, I'm sure Iron Maiden did Run to the Hills. Yeah, I think it was Iron Maiden. I think it was about 1982. Showing my age now. Fake flexing. Oh, this is spot on today. This is, you'll know if this is your read. Act rich. Flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. Yeah, they're really getting the karma for dissing you. Okay. Thief. Robbed. Loss. Now this just doesn't mean money. It can mean money, but it can just mean physically and emotionally pillaging what you had. They took every last bit they could, okay? That's what happens sometimes. It's like, there's many different descriptions, but just some people just don't have any empathy. They don't. And you can waste a lot of time, and I'll say it, and you can waste a lot of life, okay? And it's only when you look back, you sometimes wish you hadn't. This person you were connected into, for me today, hasn't changed since they did what they did to you. But this time, for whatever reason, they've crossed the wrong people, okay? And they are seen by somebody, possibly an air sign, or with the Seven of Wands, that can mean a group of people pushing back at them, that they are a hypocrite. And people are suspicious. Impersonator. Yeah. Wants to be like you, acts like you, dresses like you, and copies you. And then in your case, when they'd done all of that, made out that you were the villain. Okay. I feel they dissed you to quite a lot of people who didn't believe you. They believed them. Because the personality they present in public is a sheep. I don't mean a sheep as in, following the crowd, but they're very placid, very, very quiet maybe. So when this happened, nobody believed you. And that was exhausting for you. But you're healing. You're in the Queen of Pentacles energy. And if you don't feel you're there yet, keep going. Work on those boundaries. Work on yourself. Not that there's nothing wrong with you. I don't mean it by like that. There's nothing wrong with you. And that's the thing. There never was. Remember that. You don't need to be anything else. You don't need to be better. You don't need to be more this or more that. You are perfect just the way you are. Okay? You're a divine spark and you're perfect exactly how you are. Let's just get one for you. Yeah, let go of the negativity about yourself. Okay, you're perfect. You always have been and you always will be. And there's something for you you need to take action on, okay? Take action on something. Bottom of the deck. You are good enough, okay? Is there something you want to do that you're not doing because you don't think you're going to be any good at it? Just do it anyway. No one, you know, imposter syndrome, let it go, just do it. It'll either work or it won't, but just do it, okay? You're being told today to do it. Take that step and do it. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? We all think we have to be perfect. We're conditioned from school. You know, that's how they grade us, isn't it? We don't have to be perfect, okay? Just do it. Right, let's see where this is going to end for happy person, your ex. Let's see where this is going. The lies are coming out. Okay. The lies are coming out about everything they said they could do and they were capable of. They faked something. The world is out, but it's in the reverse, okay? So everything's going south. Something is not going to be successful. They are going to be extremely stagnant, disappointed, and there's a complete lack of achievement. Going back to the pillow talk earlier. Now, I feel the lies are going to come out. Karma is coming, okay? And they're going to get their just rewards, okay? They're going to get it. There's a lack of completion, all right? So it's not going to work out for them. But we can see that anyway. One more, please. Yeah. They're going to have to move on from where they are. The Eight of Cups has come out. You know, they're going to have to abandon their plans. World in reverse, Eight of Cups. Same, you know, same day, different day, same story. Groundhog Day with them. But they're going to have to walk away from it. They're going to be very disappointed, very annoyed. I don't think, though, that they're going to think they've done anything wrong. But I'll leave that with you. Anyway, I'm just hearing stay out of it, keep out of it, don't get dragged into it. Okay? Because the world in reverse can mean that someone hasn't let go of. There's unfinished business. All right? So that could be a meaning here for somebody today. Anyway, I'll leave it with you. Look after you. Remember who you are. Remember how powerful you are. Remember you are amazing, wonderful, the best. And just keep loving yourself, okay? Speak soon. Bye.